And everyone has forms, yes?
Yes, good.
Well, a very good morning to all of you. I am so pumped and so excited that in this cloudy day you decided to be with us. I mean, it's really a joy. And it is a double joy for me to introduce our speaker today. Our speaker is on a mission to help employers learn how to improve and protect not just their bodies, but their brains behind their company, their employees from cognitive decline. Judy has been helping and inspiring individuals to achieve their health goals for over 15 years as a health and a lifestyle coach and expert. She reminds people there is only you, so make the investment in your health now. It is non-negotiable. Judy also created a wellness program for a division of a Fortune 100 company. When Judy is not coaching or speaking to groups, she enjoys long hikes to mountain tops and lakes, dancing in the kitchen. Listen to me, dancing in the kitchen while cooking and listening to Pearl Jam, or yes, even JT, or planning her next Where's Judy adventure. So without any further delay, I am so excited, and I know that you are excited as well, to welcome Judy and to hear what she has to share with all of us.
Let me take you back about 4 years. I'd gone into my doctor for a routine physical, thinking everything was gonna be pretty good. I had been making some pretty radical lifestyle changes, and I thought, everything's gonna be fine. So about 8 months after that, I looked at my doctor's report again. Just one day, I thought, oh, let me look through my labs. And I found something that literally took my breath away. I discovered I carried the gene, one of the genes, that puts me at greater risk for Alzheimer's disease. I was in shock. Actually, it took my breath away. I didn't know what to do about that. Do I tell my husband? Do I tell my family? Or do I just keep this little secret to myself? And why didn't my doctor ever tell me about this? How could she have not mentioned this very critical piece of information having to do with my health? I was really frustrated, really felt a sense of hopelessness. And then I just said, oh my God, what do I do next? And I did what every right-minded person would do. I went to Google. Right? So I did my research. And what I discovered were two key things. One, we're all dealt our genes, right? We have the genes that we have, and we can't change them. But what we can do is change the way they express. We can turn on good genes, and we can turn on bad genes. Kind of like a light switch. So, we might be onto something. The second thing is, there's been this theory over the years that, well, when we age, we just kind of deteriorate. But the fact of the matter is our brains, as we age, continue to grow, literally. And so we have this full-on capacity in our aging years to keep learning, to keep making new neural connections through interactions with other people. And that's one of the reasons why people are continuing to work in their later years. Therefore, we do have an aging workforce. So, did you know that about 25% of the population actually carries this high-risk gene? That's a known fact, about 25%. So that makes it about 1 in 4 people, potentially. Meaning that in this room, there may be not only myself, but maybe one of you. So the question is, what are we going to do about that? And what if I could show you today 5 proven ways that we can dramatically decrease the risk of brain decline, referred to as cognitive decline. And some people, that's usually a precursor to Alzheimer's disease. How would you feel about that? Personally, would that make a difference for you? What about for your employees? How would that affect your workforce? And what about for your bottom line? Would that have an impact? So my purpose today is to define, share solutions, and highlight the benefits of a proactive approach to your employees' brain health. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about cognitive decline if you're not familiar with it. And we'll use the workplace as an example. You, yourself, or maybe a colleague, you may have noticed that they are taking a little bit more time to do tasks or assignments. It could be that they're taking longer to write emails. And if you receive one of those emails, does it make sense? So really what the difference is our activities of daily living that we take for granted, that come naturally, pretty easy to us, become a lot more intensified, a lot more difficult to achieve. Okay? And again, it might be showing up late for meetings, and consistently, and just maybe some overall confusion. And what are you going to do about that as an employer? So I would like to propose that we have an ending to this, because I just didn't tell you I wanted to be criticized or get feedback on my opening. So, so sorry.
And indeed.
Yeah, usually you ask about
2 minutes, my 1 minute. Okay.
So usually you ask what we want
Yes.
critiqued on, and it was really my opening
Okay.
today. And so I'm just like taking baby steps. So that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I wanted feedback on.
All right.
And
Excellent. Okay.
so it's short, but
That was right at 7 minutes.
okay.
But that included your intro. So if you, depending on the intro, I think Alejandra's intro was about a minute and a half.
Because I was trying to keep it to
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Perfect.
As far as
And
an
your
intro, and obviously clean it up, so.
So Judy, you're going to be building up over the next 2 months
Yes.
up to your 10 minutes showcase.
Yes, I am.
So the 5 minutes intro is going to be the first 5 minutes of your showcase
You know,
presentation?
yeah, I'd like to get to why we're here, what the problem is, why we're here, and I think. And then the second part of it would be the brain, the product that I have, and going through that, probably highlighting one of the, giving an example of BRAIN, you know, the acronym that I use, and probably using that for the
Okay.
second 5 minutes.
Okay, and this is for everybody else too. The reason why I'm kind of bringing that up
Yeah,
is that remember, for the showcase, it's going to be videoed.
right,
And you can use that video on your website. So
Right.
you want to be able to get enough of it so that you can get, blurbs, somebody's sizzle reel. So be able to spend not so much time on doing the full intro, maybe a more abbreviated intro, and be
Okay.
able to get each of your different points in for the sizzle reel at showcase. You see what I'm saying?
so can you give me an example? Like, just.
So let me just stop that conversation if that's okay, just because I don't want to take all of your feedback
Yeah.
time for
Okay.
the explanation, but we can talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it
yeah,
about more
yeah.
time.
Okay.
So Richard, if you would lead us through some
Sure,
feedback.
now, Judy, super job, okay? Your intro's gotta be at less than 2 minutes,
Okay, gotcha.
okay? You gotta cut that baby down.
Okay,
Because we have a certain amount of time before we get disengagement. We
okay,
got engagement, we're gonna get a certain amount of time before disengagement.
okay.
You've got a great structure, great appearance for this, okay?
Okay.
You know the material, leave the cards alone. Okay, you know, okay, without a
I
doubt.
knew it when I was recording.
That's all right, don't worry about it, I'm just
yesterday.
saying, because we're thinking.
Yeah, yeah,
We have to be
I'm-
able to do this without thinking.
Yes, yes,
you know, And
yes.
so you're fine on that, but there are a lot of great things themselves, if that was your beginning, it took too long to get to the point.
Got it, okay.
So we really need to truncate that baby all the way
And-
down to know, Patricia Fripp used to say this all the time, when Fripp used to come around, things of this nature. Tell me what it is, get to the point now.
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
okay.
and keep on cutting, and keep on cutting, and keep on cutting, and cutting it all down.
Yeah, and I know that like this, it's kind of like, I can get to the point, but I kind of felt like we've been told we got to tell a story.
You will have time to tell the story.
Okay.
Without a doubt. All right?
Okay.
It depends upon how much time you're going to have. What Kevin was saying before, you have 10 minutes.
Right.
Okay, and so you've got to identify what those 1, 2, 3 points in 10 minutes, too much. Maybe 1 or 2 points that
Yeah.
you can cover.
Okay.
It's going to be ADLs, and it's going to get to, you said as if getting to the purpose, okay? You talked about cognitive, there was a lot of things in there. We still have to identify what that 3rd grade level is.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Because those people are not going to pick it up.
Okay,
And you're going to lose them. If you lose them, that's it, they're gone.
okay.
Okay, and it's real tough to get it back. All right, and we can definitely work on it, because there was a lot of things, you have great content, super stuff, all right, and things themselves really people need to know. It's just on how you're gonna structure that.
Yeah.
To really pull it out. I think your delivery, your smile is there, I think you got all those things themselves going for you.
Okay.
Right, it's just now rearranging that content and slash, cut it down to make sure, hey, wow, I gotta get that lean in and say, okay, wow, this is important.
Yeah,
So
right,
once you
right,
get
right.
that, all right, that's gonna help. Did I take too much time?
No.
Good.
No, no,
I don't know if I was on
Yeah,
time
I
too as
guess
well.
Are you working with Des?
Yeah, and this was just like an intro, yeah.
Okay. He's phenomenal, and I think, I've watched you do this in variations. I got a little lost this time.
Okay,
And there were a couple of things that I think might have cleared that up.
Okay.
One is, who is the audience?
Right.
So there is the audience that is an employer,
right,
as you said a couple of times, maybe your employees,
Right.
or like using that type of language. And then there is the audience that is, I'm going to tell you how to help yourself, right? I think you
yes,
might
right.
have 2 different speeches there.
I do, yeah, I was trying to, today, I was going, okay, I'm gonna go after my market.
Okay.
You know, my HR, VPs, or
So
directors.
employers.
Employers,
Okay,
right.
got
So today was, okay, I'm gonna really try and focus on who I wanna talk to. And it's the employers.
Yeah.
And this is, you know, because, well, yes, that's what I was trying to do. So
Okay.
that's where I was trying to go. Because I have a general, I can do it for Lions Club and, you know, and just anybody out in the community talk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is how it's gonna help me personally. And then there's this is the difference it can make in your workforce for safety, you know, work safety issues and our aging workforce. And, you know, what do we really need to do to, you know, keep our employees engaged
Yeah.
from a mental health standpoint, brain
Yeah.
health standpoint.
So,
I think this is too as well, the introduction was a disconnect to what you talked about. I think the introduction was great. I was looking for like, wow, check this out. Now we're gonna learn, we're gonna hear project. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like, that was great. But then when it came in, there was a drop me right away. Because I lost, there was a disconnect right there. The introduction should play part to where you're going.
Oh,
Okay? And if there's some things themselves that your introducer or your individual that's bringing you on the stage can help you out with some
Yeah.
of those things. It'll help with your introduction, get you on stage and get things moving, okay? But if you want to know what purpose is, get the purpose. People want to know. We're in a society today, people say, okay, tell me what it is. Okay, good. I gotta go.
yeah, right, yeah.
We're
like,
fast food.
Can you do it in 20 seconds or less?
Yeah, we gotta get it out. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look at a lot of the showcase introductions, they were like 1 sentence, I think. Maybe 1 or 2 sentences.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So Judy, and then I'll stop and let somebody else talk, but, you are working, your primary objective right now is working towards showcase, is that right? Or no?
Well,
Not so much?
yeah, see, that's where I get confused. I'm like, okay, we got showcase to work for, and then we got a keynote to write.
Yeah.
You know, and so showcase to me was to be part of that keynote,
Yes.
right? And so I guess the answer is yes, working towards showcase.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
When is the showcase?
January.
January.
January, is January coming up?
I don't remember.
Second Saturday of January, isn't it?
I don't know. Probably, you guys should know.
Yeah, I think
Is the
it's something
first,
like
is the
that.
first meeting in January?
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah.
second?
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
The second, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yes, I'm working towards showcase.
Okay.
And then, you know, a 20-minute talk or a 30-minute talk, everything over the total what we need to do.
So this might be a question for your coach, because
Yeah.
I don't want to separate anything. I think you have an incredible presence. You're beautiful. You always look fabulous. You got a couple of laughs there. I mean, I think you've got some humor that you can pull out. I would get uber focused on the guts
Yeah,
of
okay.
what it is you want to share. So brain, that acronym
Right.
is the key.
Right,
What can you do with that in 10 minutes?
okay.
And what Kevin talked about with the sizzle reel will make a difference because you can take bits and pieces of that and put it on your website. And that will still serve you in building out your keynote. But your coach will tell you specifically what's a little lost for me was what am I going, it took me a while to kind of get to the point of what am I listening to, what am I going to get out of this?
Yeah, okay.
When you do the BRAIN acronym, I get it immediately. I know exactly what I'm getting out of this because it's something that I can do, I've got control over. Yeah. Does that help? I'm sorry, I feel like maybe I confused you a little bit more, but.
No.
But I have a question, Chrissy. When you're mentioning the BRAIN acronym,
Yeah.
did she do the BRAIN?
Not
did
this
she-
time. No, she's done it
Oh,
before.
okay.
Yeah, I've done it
I
before.
see. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so, okay, I'm gonna,
Judy, can I'm gonna jump into when you were saying as an employer, like there's a part of me that goes, okay, so a certain part of my son's gonna have Alzheimer's, okay, great, they'll weed themselves out, right? I'm more interested in my overall staff and what brain health means to my overall staff. Because you had me going down to this road of like, the portion that's older, the portion
Okay,
that's.
gotcha, so what's
I
the,
really, that's a small number to me. When I'm thinking about, and from an HR perspective, when
Right.
I'm thinking about the totality of my workforce.
yeah.
But when I'm talking about brain health from a millennial, brain health from,
Yeah.
it's important all the way across the board. That's what I want to hear from you about the importance of my brain health from starting to
gotcha,
get
okay.
on, because that's going to give me my overall ROI. For the portion that you want me to concentrate on from those old folks that still are hanging out with me, that I'm like, okay, great, I appreciate that, but that's kind of like altruistic.
Yeah.
I want to hear like from an overall perspective, how that's going to help with my ROI, which you have and you understand and
Yes.
so that's my 2 cents.
Okay, so, okay, I think I,
Which I think when you move into brain and you talk about the
yeah, it's the
overall.
active piece of the talk.
Yes, when you talk about the overall brain health and how that translates into the effectiveness in the workforce, no matter what age you are or what
Yeah,
you're
I'm
facing,
with it, that's
and
a
how you relate to stress. And how- when you do that, then I'm like, oh,
I gotta
I
pay
see.
attention.
Yes, because
Yeah.
that's what then I can take back and really understand that this is going to, or want you to become a part of to help my organization.
Right, yeah, okay.
Does that make sense?
I'm with you.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Judy, this speech reeks humor. This meeting reeks of humor, okay? And there's so many things you can bring out. My first part that I laughed was the Google part. But I said, you have so much out there. I'm going, there's so much I forgot. You know, when you started talking about change the way we, brains as we age. Brains as we age, that's like, that'll take you down a whole different road of humor.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
there are a
so-
lot of different tangents on this.
Oh,
on this
100%
topic.
through and through, you know, and there was a ton of humor. I often tell people themselves, you really don't watch the story, the content, the humor, and the entertainment portion, because that's how you want to grab.
Keep everybody
That's how you
engaged,
grab
right,
it.
yeah.
And this place just reeks humor on this one, all right? And so you've got that persona, right, to deliver that humor. So think about some things that you can start pulling out humor-wise.
I was gonna look for a Dilbert, see if there was anything on, walking into the room, old Dilbert, right? I was like, can I find a good old Dilbert cartoon?
Well, Judy, one thing too I put on here, but bravo for, you talk about humor, bravo to you for not talking over people's laughter. one of the things
I
that
waited.
Jeff, yeah, you waited.
Yes.
You want that to happen, you want to go ahead
That-
and people
I
enjoy
remember
that
waiting.
moment, which is something that Jeff Justice, teaches in his
Yeah.
comedy classes and all. But I saw some great improvement over last time. But the one thing that really kind of helped me and for you is like trying to be able to market this. Think of it, three things. What's the problem? Why people should care? And what solution do you have?
Right.
And yours, your subject matter and the brain fits in that very easily. The problem is that people are living older and there's more genetically attuned or because of old age. Cognitive function goes down, especially if they get Alzheimer's. Why is that a problem? Why should you care? Because your quality of life, your relationships with your family, you can be able to work longer.
Right.
I think people all get that. And then the solution. So we were talking about how to figure out the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot of it is going to fit into where you allocate your time between the problem, why you should care, and what the solution is. And I can't tell you what that is, but you have a lot to work with there, and a lot to think about. And I think you're on a really good track going forward here.
So I think sometimes we got lost, Judy, was because you gave up your authority in the speech several times. Okay? You gave it up a couple times. You're the authority of the speech. All right, and you gave that position up. All right, people are coming to hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was the meetings that kept them coming, then you dropped it, let it go, come and drop it. All right, you were the authoritative figure. All right, and so that's why circle is on it. You are the authority.
Yeah.
Don't give that up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your place. So everyone's, I can talk about more of that later on too as well.
Yes.
Now,
You have the authority.
I have a question, but I have a question, for Rich. When you're saying that Judy gave up her authority,
Right.
what exactly, I want to understand
Sure.
that, what exactly do you mean?
She said something about getting to the purpose. She's talking about purpose. And she said something, I said, I will show you something or other. And
Share with you solutions,
yeah,
it
I'll
was
share with you 5 solutions.
define solutions,
Something like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
And there's a different way of saying it. The 5 solutions is sharing. And this, you see what I mean?
right.
And you're now giving the authority
Yeah,
of what those are.
right.
Instead of
Not
going,
saying, I'm gonna,
if you like them or not, it is what it is. Let me tell you what they are. All right?
Yeah.
These are it.
Yeah.
Okay? When I have 5 pieces to what we talk about inside my world, we talk about accountability, we talk about performance, leadership, relationships. Those are the 5 binders of focus. Focus to me is the first opportunity to create unlimited success. I'm an acronym in that.
Yeah.
Right? But you see how that just came out?
Yeah.
I'm the authority.
Right.
Okay? And within this, and I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about trust, friendship, communication, and how that binder is held together. I become the authority. I wrote it. It's mine.
Mhm.
All right? So you don't give up that authority
Yeah.
saying, all right, well, if I give you this, do you think you like it? You know, and it's not about that because you're the person that's
Right.
up there. Okay? And so when I tell now, I'm making them believe this, and it's very funny. I did it in a webinar yesterday, and the webinar was turn around. They actually turned around and said, Rich, repeat that again. What is relationships? Relationships are bound by 3 of the most important principles: trust, friendship, and communication. I want to talk about that. Okay? And so all of a sudden, it now became authority, and people are writing it down. What's that acronym for focus? Holy crap, I've never heard that before. Do that again! You know, and you're now the authority.
Right.
And that's what I mean. Don't give up that point of authority. All right, because you are the professional coming in. Now, there's a fine line between authority and cockiness. Okay? And so you've got to watch that fine line because people will take it, all right, sometimes as, you know, they know their crap. Okay? And so basically what it is the authority now comes into the point of now it's great content built by a story because you build a relationship of what it actually has done for you. Okay? And so now you're breaking down the walls through the story, the content, humor, and then people themselves start getting entertained because now they start to relate to it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's where everything starts to come. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah,
Good,
thank you,
super.
thank you.
All right, appreciate it. Great. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, Julie, I'm
Do
sorry.
I look like I was just late?
That's a tough one, all right? That headlights are right here. No, but that's a tough one to grasp, all right? And they'll take a little while on that one, all right? I mean, I see constantly, I see speakers always giving up their position. All right, and people
You're not the first to say that, I mean, you've
No,
heard
it's
that,
quite
right?
right.
You know, it's like giving it
It's
up.
all good.
Yeah, we've talked about that, and I know that you know, because you've repeated it back to me in conversation conversation about what that means, not to hold your authority. I know that you know it, but it's
Yeah.
just that it, yeah.
And you hold your authority in conversation.
You do.
Yeah, you totally do.
You got that.
I was holding the dentist's office in authority yesterday when I was talking about this stuff.
It was on my team.
Well, and some of that may come up because you're talking to this audience too.
Right.
So there is a difference because you're talking to an audience of speaker peers, not an audience that is here to listen to you for your, for what you're
But
speaking
that
on.
comes up from when you start questioning yourself.
Yeah.
Why should they listen to me? That's where it comes up, right? And you put it out there like, are you gonna, you want the affirmation and the validation that yes, we're gonna listen to you, which is what he's saying, is don't give that.
Yeah,
Don't give us
right.
the option to even have an option not to listen.
There's a fine line between humility and pride. That's what I'm saying, okay? And when you dance upon those lines between humility and pride, we as speakers themselves, we have to dance in that all the time. And we can't be prideful of what we do, all right, but we have to be humilitous, all right, to the point of what we experience along the way in order to get us here. All right, and so that's a tough game. That's a real tough game for a lot of folks. And a lot of people themselves, they don't even realize it. They will never see it, all right, because they can't make that definition or the distinction, all right, between humility and pride. And so think about those areas themselves just as you go along. Do you additionally what you do here, do you do Toastmaster too as well?
No, I don't do that.
Highly recommended,
Okay.
highly recommended, all right? And I'll
Founding
talk
through
about that all.
Wednesday.
What you guys are doing here, this is super, without a doubt. But speak often, do it as many times as you possibly can. What'd you do? Where'd you go? I'm talking to you, where'd you go?
He's behind you.
There you are, all right? But I would recommend that too as well, because that'll help those monetary small skills.
Mhm.
Okay, those things themselves will be able to tire us. And Chris, do yourself a favor, get Jim Dawson in here.
Jim Dawson?
Talk to Jim Dawson.
Okay.
Tell Jim, and Jim will come down to us. Tell Jim, if he doesn't come down here, I will come to his house in person.
Okay.
Jim is one of my
Big Mark
confidants.
says-
Yeah, he's one of my confidants, and Jim's been one of my mentors for years and years and years. And Jim, when Jim's here, listen to what Jim has to say.
Okay.
Because Jim will take you down that same road.
Okay.
He's like, I think he invented toast out of the Toastmasters. He wrote it several times too. He added butter in the end.
Excellent.
You know, but get Jim down here too as
Okay.
well.
Good.